A monument is a building, a sculpture, a ruin, an entire landscape. A monument awes. A monument unites. It can be ancient or modern, unassuming or grand. These structures are our common heritage. They are a collective reckoning of what we as humans can achieve and what we as advocates can preserve. When we collaborate, when we educate, when we are fearless, when we are bold, together we can safeguard the irreplaceable. Our story began in post-war Italy with the briefly retired engineer and decorated World War II veteran, Colonel James A. Gray. Learning that there was no private, non-profit organization dedicated to the conservation of man-made marvels, Gray founded World Monuments Fund in 1965 to heed a global call. World Monuments Fund responded swiftly to the Venice floods of 1966, then spearheaded the conservation of the rock-hewn churches of Lalibela. The idea was radical and new: to organize independently, to leverage and rally resources on the ground, to speak up, and to seek out that which had been overlooked. This ethos, this daring, established a way of working and a way of acting that we've extended to projects around the world. From Rapa Nui to Siem Reap, from Latin America to the Middle East.
It is these places that have been created by people 10 years ago, or 500 years ago, or 1,000 years ago, that anchor us in our identities, that keep telling us about who we are as humans.
Through advocacy, through recovery, through critical financial support, generating awareness, inspiring action, sharing knowledge, teaching skills. On and off the beaten path, responding to the unexpected, in the wake of disaster, in the wake of war.
Whenever there is a time of crisis, there is a feeling of urgency. Who is going to stand up? Who is going to rise to the occasion? Because those are places that were created by their parents, their grandparents, their generations before, and that is part of our collective memory.
Our efforts are sustained by a constellation of committed patrons and partners. And our endeavors are enabled by our dedicated teams on the ground. Our reach is extended with the World Monuments Watch, which we established in 1996, because everyone has a site that's affected them. Everyone knows a place whose power extends beyond the sum of its parts. This is our way of acknowledging them, their treasures, and their traditions, of calling out to local community members and advocates worldwide, and taking seriously what they tell us in response. Today, we recognize them all as we look toward the future, a future full of challenges, but also a future full of hope.